More than 3,000 years ago, in the burning sands of ancient Egypt, a young king was buried with unimaginable wealth. His name was Tutankhamun, the boy Pharaoh. Egyptians believed that death was not the end, but a journey into the afterlife. To protect that journey, pharaohs were sealed inside tombs filled with gold, weapons, food, and powerful magic. Anyone who disturbed that rest, they believed, would face terrible consequences. For centuries, Tutankhamun's tomb remained hidden. Kingdoms rose and fell, empires disappeared, but the tomb stayed sealed, waiting. In 1922, British archaeologist Howard Carter was running out of time and money. His sponsor, Lord Carnarvon, had nearly given up hope. But on November 4th, Carter's team discovered a stone step buried beneath the sand in Egypt's Valley of the Kings. As they dug deeper, more steps appeared. At the bottom was a sealed doorway bearing ancient symbols. Carter sent a telegram to Carnarvon. "At last have made wonderful discovery." When Carnarvon arrived, the two men stood before the sealed door. Carter made a small hole and peered inside with a candle. Carnarvon asked the famous question, "Can you see anything?" Carter replied, "Yes. Wonderful things." They had found the most intact royal tomb ever discovered. Inside were golden statues, chariots, jewelry, and finally, the sarcophagus of King Tut himself. The world celebrated the discovery. Newspapers called it the greatest archaeological find in history. But soon, strange things began to happen. Just months after the tomb was opened, Lord Carnarvon fell ill. It began with a simple mosquito bite on his cheek. The bite became infected. He developed a fever, then blood poisoning. Doctors could not stop it. On April 5, 1923, Lord Carnarvon died. At the exact moment of his death, all the lights in Cairo mysteriously went out. At the same time, in England, Carnarvon's dog reportedly let out a terrifying howl and dropped dead. The press exploded with headlines. "The curse of the Pharaoh strikes." According to legend, an ancient warning said death would come to anyone who disturbed the king's rest. Whether the warning truly existed or not, fear spread quickly. Then more deaths followed. An American millionaire named George J. Gould visited the tomb. Shortly after leaving Egypt, he developed a sudden fever and died. Another visitor, Aubrey Herbert, Lord Carnarvon's half-brother, became blind and later died from blood poisoning. Members of the excavation team began falling ill. Arthur Mace, one of Carter's closest assistants, suffered mysterious health problems and died young. Sir Archibald Douglas Ridd, who x-rayed Tutankhamun's mummy, died suddenly not long after. Even people who only touched objects from the tomb were said to suffer strange accidents or illnesses. By some reports, more than 20 people connected to the tomb died within a few years. The public was terrified. People whispered that the pharaoh was taking revenge. Ancient Egyptians believed in powerful protective magic. Pharaohs were considered divine beings. Their tombs were sacred. To disturb a pharaoh was to disturb a god. Spells, amulets, and curses were believed to guard the dead. Although no clear curse inscription was found inside Tutankhamun's tomb, other tombs contained terrifying warnings meant to scare intruders. The belief was simple: the dead must not be disturbed. Scientists later offered explanations. They said the sealed tomb may have contained deadly mold, bacteria, or fungi that caused lung infections and sudden illness. Some artifacts were coated with poisons to stop thieves. Stress, coincidence, and media exaggeration may have played a role. But science could not explain everything. Why did deaths happen so suddenly?